pleasant day to you, Ma'am Alinita. I am Michael G. Fabian from BS Ed English 1B. Today, I will provide a brief introduction about Charles Hackett. Charles Francis Hackett was born on January 17, 1916, in Columbus, Ohio, United States, and he died on November 3, 2000, in Houston, Texas, United States. Hackett was an American linguist who developed many influential ideas in American structuralist linguistics. He represents the post-Bloomfieldian phase of structuralism, often referred to as distributionalism or taxonomic structuralism. He served as president of both the Linguistic Society of America and the Linguistic Association of Canada and the United States. Hackett was initially receptive to generative grammar, hailing Chomsky's syntactic structures as one of only 4 major breakthroughs in the history of modern linguistics. The 16 design features of language are a set of rules chosen by Charles F. Hackett that defines human communication and set it apart from animal communication. Number 1, we have vocal auditory channel. The human language usually occurs vocally. The main idea of the human language is hearing or speaking. So language is produced in the vocal tract and transmitted as sound. Counter examples include sign language, written, and read language. Number 2, broadcasting transmission and directional reception. Language can be heard from any different directions, but it perceived as coming from one source. Transitionaries, also called rapid fading. Transitionaries refers to the temporary quality of language. Language sound exists for only a brief period of time, after which they are no longer perceived. Sound modes quickly disappear once a speaker stops speaking. Interchangeability. Humans are not limited to a certain type of signal. They can send, perceive identical signals. Number 5, total feedback. A speaker can control, modify, and feel what he says. As he says it, it goes for signal as well. Specialization. The production of the sounds of language serves no purpose other than to communicate. Number 7, semanticity. There are fixed association between language and aspects of the world. Example, animal, dog, and Dalmatian. Number 8, arbitrariness. The meaning associations between language and words are arbitrary. Counterexamples include words like flicker and gleam. Discreteness. The units of language are separate and distinct from each other, rather than being part of a continuous whole. Displacement. Humans can talk about things that are not currently happening, such as future, past, and objects. So the human speech is not limited to here and now. Productivity. Language can be used to say things that haven't been said before, and those things can still be understandable to listeners. Duality of patterning. Meaningful units, for example, words and morphemes, these are constituted by the combination of a small number of elements like sounds into various sequences. As a consequence, there is a large number of possible meaningful units from a small inventory of sounds. Number 13, prevarication. Language can deliberately be used to make false statements, or we can say things that are false or hypothetical. Number 14, reflexiveness. Human can use language to talk about language, also a very defining feature of human language. Reflexiveness is a trait not shared by animal communication. With reflexiveness, humans can describe what language is, talk about the structures of language, and discuss the idea of language with others using language. Number 15, traditional transmission. A specific language has to be learned by exposure to other users of that language. In other words, its precise details are not available through genetic transmission. Number 16, the last one, learnability. Language is teachable and learnable. In the same way as a speaker learns their first language, the speaker is able to learn other languages. It is worth noting that young children learn language with competence and ease. However, language acquisition is constrained by a critical period, such that it becomes more difficult once children pass a certain age. Good day, ma'am, and thank you for watching.